Welcome in, everyone. Good afternoon, morning, evening, wherever you are. And sorry, I'm late. I was a little slow today and procrastinated a little bit. And I was like, wait a minute, I gotta put socks on and get ready. Yeah, so I'm ready. And I'm working on mini Love Letters Chocolate Shop. It's Saturday, so it's sort of Amy Stewart Sal Day with Yogi's group, and I've started really enjoying working on this. So I thought, we'll do it. Do it. And it also has a cat, so yeah, sort of cat day. I was working on it earlier today. That's another reason why I was late, because I was enjoying it. I didn't do a ton, but I did some. I did 59 stitches. Oh, not bad. So I want to welcome everybody. And Lizzie, she's first and she's on the ball. Thank you for putting that up for me. And Essie and Nikki and Suki and Barlow Bunny and Ebony and Lona and Michelle, Love Drunk, and Lona hasn't even had her coffee yet. Yeah, I woke up too late, so I didn't have any coffee this morning either. So yeah, I just had a sip and it was super hot and burnt my mouth. So gotta take it how it is. And hello, Allison, welcome in. Alex is in full swing of things, so yeah, he's he's full of stuff. So wait a minute, didn't I do that one? No, I didn't do that one. So and Janine's here too. Let me know what you're working on, and let's what are you guys gonna work on today? I am dying to know. And hello, Mia, welcome in. And also, so this fabric is 20 count, and it's the Perman. Yesterday was 20 count and was this Zweigart. And I already could feel the difference. Also, I noticed yesterday this Zweigart, the lights were really shining through it because it was thinner, and this is just not that way. It's just really nice. If I was to compare the different factories, I don't have what do you call it, 20 count in DMC. I thought this was DMC, but it wasn't. But the 18 count DMC is really puffy and cushy. And then there's the Perman, and then there's the Zweigart. And that's how I kind of feel their thickness or whatever. So yeah, it's kind of solidified my thought about it now. And as much as I would love to be able to save myself some money, I think that I'm happier with Perman. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. And Lona's working on winter reading Nook. And I know what Travis is working on. He says, your #1 Pokemon master has entered the building. Hello. And I already know what you're working on. I don't know which Pokemon you're working on, but you could tell us which one you're working on and explain it, maybe. That's a good idea. And Allison says, not with it today. Thinking what cat pattern I can work on today whilst stitching steampunk cat. That's a good one. Love Drunk, New Start, Nutcracker. Ooh, and Janine was working on Sailor. I think it's Sailor Venus, if I remember right, this morning. I know, I was working on the Sunset one I have. I really like that. And I was like, I want to take out the Sailor Saturn. And I was going to take it out, but then I was like, I should set this up. And and then I set it up, and I was stitching on it, and I was like, oh, this is nice. But yeah, I want to stitch on Sailor Saturn too. So maybe we'll do a laid back Sunday or something. Or maybe Monday, because Monday I'll start later. So maybe we'll do a laid back Monday because we're all like back to work and school and whatever we are doing. Me, just back to nothing. So yeah, maybe we'll do that. I don't know. Maybe we'll do both. And I was browsing Painted Fairy again today, because yeah, I can't let it go, can I? But I, without me spending a ton of money, which I don't have, there wasn't really anything like. There's only a couple of them that were small that I was thinking that I wouldn't mind. So yeah, I'm okay. You know, I'm gonna order some floss soon as I get my Dream Stitch order. I need to decide how much floss I need for Pride and Prejudice and order that. And then when I do that, I'll order another kit because I can. And hello, Heidi. And Travis says, should I work on one of the cat Pokemon today? Yes, you should. Everyone says yes because cats. Well, except for the non-cat loving people, Ebony, Christina. I'm calling you out. No, I'm not kidding. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. You could do that. I'm guessing Christina won't mind because it's Pokemon. She likes Pokemon. I don't know if she's here. I think she's working, actually. Hello, Senna. Welcome in. I just talked to her, but I think she's working today, so we will see. Yeah, so I'm still, like, really love the Little Prince. But then I already have like a bunch of Van Gogh-esque stuff, and I'm kind of thinking, do I really need more? I mean, yeah, I do, but but then I also like I didn't realize the European town was so cheap. I cannot believe it. That is a huge pattern for so little. So kind of I know it's on sale. I don't know how long it's been on sale or how long it's gonna be on sale, but it feels like something I should do. So we'll see. I still have to wait to figure out what floss I need though. So yeah. I was gonna say it smells like something's burning, but I think I spilled some milk on the burner. Alex is giggling about stuff. I do not know. He found something funny. Oh, he's back on Leif and Billy. Oh, yeah. Fun.
Oh, shoot. Leif and Billy's gonna die.
There's that big old thick spot there. What's back there, I wonder? European Town has been on sale for a long time. It's a fun stitch. Ah, okay. Hi, Lizzie. Yeah, it looks, I've seen people stitching it, and, oops, sorry. And it does intrigue me, so I might just do that. Just, why not? 1, 2, 3. I almost said. Alex has been repeating one of the Mater tales, and he goes 1, 2, 3, the winner, and I almost said that because cool. He's been saying it all morning. I'm doing min to max, by the way, but I think I'm done with all of the lower numbers. No, I got one more lower number. That's okay then, but it's fine. Yeah. So yeah, not like I need to order anything, but I do. I have to order some floss. So it's a good excuse. So I'll probably do that. I was looking at their floss drops. I didn't realize when I looked at the floss drops, I didn't realize there were other versions and whatnot. And the whole set for $99, I was like, that is so tempting. Already done, already labeled. Yeah, one of these days. Not right now, but yeah. The thought is there. That would be super nice. Maybe I'll save up for that. That's a good idea. Because I only have like 120, I think, done, and then I have another 50. So, you know, I still have to spend at least half that, if not more, to fill it up. So the only thing with European Town is the Painting Fairy one has wrong backstitch colors, wrong by a lot. You have to change the colors to what you like. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I don't care about backstitch. What's the chances of me getting to the backstitch? That's the next question. Let's see. This one's going to go over here. The other thing that I really, well, wait. Yeah, I'll do that. The other thing that I find with this piece of fabric is that I don't think I cut it too small, but it, like the margins are squeaked by on margins, and so I feel like it's really up in the hoop. So I'm quite high up in the, oops, I was going to change needles anyway. I'm pretty high up on the stand, but you guys can see pretty good, I hope. Let me know if you think it looks okay. They want pictures of the one, send them. Send the pictures. You know what? You should do that. Just put the group together and take one picture of all of them. Don't, you know, yeah, and that makes sense that they want that. That's a large project, and I'm sure they will definitely take care of you, Lana. Don't wait too long. Just do it. I didn't get the fabric. Well, actually, I got the fabric in there really tight, but it's very bouncy. Like the fabric is kind of soft, so it's not as tight as I've gotten it, but I think that it's just the fabric. You mean Saga, Nikki? To teeny blocks. I don't think so. We were looking at changing grids the other day, but I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so I did those because I meant to park, but I did that stitch, and then I went to park and I realized there was only one stitch left, so yeah. Why not? Okay, so 3012 is on my board. There's only 2 stitches, so wait, that's 11. So I will do it. I don't like super soft fabric because of that reason. 20. To 20. Yeah, no, you can't. We did mess with that the other day, Nikki, and it didn't work. So, yeah, it didn't work. And it might just be I'm being a little bit also careful that I don't pull too hard. Yeah, it's I think I just need to you know, get used to it. But it's still tighter than a Q-snap. I'm telling you, it's tighter than a Q-snap. By far. I think that the fabric is just stretchy. I think that that's what I've decided it is. You know, I don't know. I mean, I did pull on it quite a bit. But I had to stop at one point, you know, some point. Stiffer fabric lends well to full coverage, in my opinion. Yeah, but then it's also like the Zweigart yesterday was really thin and it wasn't as nice. But I will say the 18 count didn't feel, and I think that I could pull it tight. Yeah, I was able to pull it a little more. So it's a new hoop, so I'm still like testing out its boundaries, if you know what I mean. Getting it so that it's tight enough, but not too tight. Hello, Joyce. Welcome in. And hello, Michelle. Joyce has entered the building, or the other Joyce, Stitchy Dutchy. Welcome in. I hope you are all well. Excuse me. I almost coughed up a hairball or something. Oh. Oh, I'm waiting for my coffee to cool down so I can have a sip. Ooh, Ebony's gonna start another fine art stitch piece, hopefully this month. Oh, which one are you gonna do? Oh man, I love their stuff. It's so nice. You bought some other patterns. Which one are you thinking about starting? Well, I'm starting 2 next month. I am 2. And I have a feeling I'm going to end up not being able to start Pride and Prejudice right away. I think I have to source some stuff still and work on logistics on that. I'm getting an itch to start another project. You should do it, Roxy. Do it. What are you thinking about starting? And what are you working on? Let me know what you guys are working on too. I have 2, potentially 3 new starts. Oh, is that the Ebony? Is that the in the library August Talmouche? Is that the one with the lady in the blue dress? They also have like a cropped version of it. Is that the one it is? And Ebony's working on an enchanted place. And Lizzie said, I was in a mood to stitch, had to get up, finish making a cup of tea, and just lost the urge. Oh no, don't do that. Just pick it up, Lizzie. You can do it. Just do it. Just do it. Don't let that urge win. Get that back. Yeah, that's one. Oh, I love that one. 𝐻𝐸, yeah, 𝐻𝐸 has a version, but the fine art stitch is so beautiful. I was thinking about that one. There was a cropped just of her head, and it looked, you know, just of her, like her like bust, shoulder, you know. And I was thinking about that, but you know, that one's pretty epic. It's very pretty. Hello, Heddle Crochet Maker. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. And yeah, thank you. She said 7 likes. Did we get 7 likes? That's really awesome. I'm doing good. I'm just having my first sip of coffee. I'm like, oh yeah. I remember the 𝐻𝐸 version. I couldn't remember how it looked, but I do remember that 𝐻𝐸 had a version. So yeah. What are you working on? What is your name? Hatel. Let me know what your name is. If that's your name, if I'm saying it right, let me know what you think. And Ebony says, I will post a little comparison between Hayden Fine Art Stitch. Let me know your opinion. Okay, cool. I saw that there were some other new starts and stuff like that. So if you guys want to post anything on Discord, let me know if you do, and we'll take a look in a little bit. And yeah, your name is Hedel. Okay. Is it like Hetel, or yeah. Well, welcome in, Hetel. I'm glad you're here. Oops, I have stuff stuck to my fingers. Okay, I'm starting to have a lot of tufties here. So let's put some over here, maybe. Yeah, let's do it here. I'm guessing you crochet. Are you working on any crochet, or are you doing cross stitch today? My bestie, fake spouse, he crochets.
Look at the squiggles. It's great. Mari, Anthony, Jeff, the narrators, and Peppa Pig story.
And Joyce is soldiering on battle. That's really neat. I really like that one. I've been considering maybe doing the mini at another point. My 𝐏𝐸D𝐷𝐷𝐸 is pretty much out the window. It's really, no. I didn't. I've got like 5% or something. I lost interest pretty quick. Which is amazing because I'm like at 11% on this bead. But you'll make it, Joyce. I know you will. How far are you on it, Joyce? What percentage are you on? And do you think you'll finish it by the deadline? Uh-oh. Kids are outside again. I'm waiting for them to say, Papa, Mama. Yeah. we have a neighbor kid who really likes to screech a little bit, yell for his mom and dad. Yeah. Yeah, I all the stuff I've seen from Fine Art Stitch has been it's just been so good. Suki says, I love parking like that. It makes sense in my head. Yeah, I mean, yes, it looks like a hot mess, but it flows. I've been finding that it's so much more, it works for me so much better. And I'm really enjoying it. And doing my little tufties, I love them. And like I thought, okay, well they were kind of irritating me, because I wasn't used to them, and I was just putting them wherever. But when I started making it a little bit more systematic where I was putting them, whoops, sorry, I hit the camera again. My camera is pretty close. Maybe I should move it up a little. I think I'm going to move it up a little bit, because my hand is right there. Let me move it up. Oh yeah, there we go. Whoops. Okay. Janine says, I will not be finishing Bluebell's out by the deadline, that's for sure. Yeah. And Lizzie says, I won't even do a page of mine. I think releasing the Amy Stewart reward piece at the start made me lose motivation for doing it. Yeah, I kind of think that as well. But then also that it was the Amy, the special piece was really uninspiring. I didn't like it. and none of the reward stuff were interesting. So I was like, I'm not going to bother. You know, like, I did like the sun. I did like battle. And I liked the dandelions, but then I wasn't like sold on it, you know what I mean? Battle I could get as a mini, and I do have it now. And the sun is, after seeing the Fine Art Stitch one, that the 𝐻𝐸 version is trash. Would not even consider it after seeing the Fine Art Stitch one. And Joyce says, I'm at 45%. I aim to finish it. Just got behind, moving house, sidetracked. Yeah. But you're at 45%. That's really good. You still have a couple months to go. I know you can do it. Choices. Superwoman Stitcher. 520. And I know I'm not going to. And I'm not bothering. Wait, there's like, oh, I need to cut a thread. Yeah, so like I'm just not interested in any of them. Otherwise, they were all very dark and gloomy, and yeah. Or AI, which AI, as I said, not that bad, but I just feel like they could have done better, you know. Janine says, I thought I was the only one who didn't like the Aimee Stewart piece. And then I couldn't even download it, which was fine, but kind of annoying. Oh, Barla Bunny's at 67% on Venus. Your hubby chose it for you out of the 12. Yeah, I think I'm like at 4.5 or something. Something stupid. Joyce says, there's a few hate style patterns I'd love to have, but the bonus charts are not my cuppa. Yep, exactly. Not mine either. Yeah, Lizzie, I agree. It just was too, I don't know. It was like all over the place. There was some really nice elements in the Aimee Stewart one, but it was too spread out. I don't know. Barla Bunny says, I do like it. It's really brown and drab though. Yeah, it was kind of interesting. Like I like, as I said before, I like, masters and stuff like that, art like that. But I don't know. I had just finished Unicorn Valley, and I was just done with green and brown for them, So I picked the flowers, and I don't know. Lizzie says, I liked Glistening Wings, Whisper of Wishes, and Fairy Tale Castle. I love the Aimee Stewart piece, although there's too much floor space. Like there was a couple things I really liked on the Aimee Stewart piece, like the floss wall or the color swatch wall. And Lizzie says, I think next year I'll purchase a decent mini and try my hand at that if I can afford it. Yeah, I'm not going to even bother. I've not really even seen anything from 𝐻𝐸 that I've liked lately. And I have my plans sort of already. I have my plans, guys. I have them. I know I do. Joyce says, I feel Aimee Stewart one is more like a Lars Stewart made it. Lacks the boho feel. Yeah. Barlow says, I'm definitely going to choose a high color pattern for my next purchase. Yeah. But I have my what do you call it? My birthday start starts to do, and I'm looking forward to those. I'm like super excited. And I started thinking, do I want 20 count again? No. I started thinking again. I'm like, wait, do I want 20 count? Because, I have to buy more fabric because I didn't buy enough and I wanted to start Dragon Pile. And so I need to buy more fabric, but it's going to be another, I think it's 500 crowns, which is like $50, somewhat like that. I usually do 10 to 1 crowns to dollar. It's not quite, but it's fine. Instead of 40 for 18 count. I really like the 18 count though. So, but I don't know. I can't decide. I'll decide next week. That's what I'll do. And then Pride and Prejudice. I still have to find some stuff that's missing. And that's an issue actually. I need to make sure I can source those things. I'm going to go up here and park up here. I think I'm going to pull that tufty out of there. There we go. Okay, so that's pretty good. There's only 2 more colors left. $8.90. Oh, it's on the other side, of course. That's right here. Wait, no, I was on that side. Oh, seriously. I really like this pattern. It's something interesting about this pattern compared to some of the other ones. This one doesn't feel like complicated. Like there is confetti, but it feels really manageable. I've enjoyed working on this project a lot. Don't work on it enough. I had planned on working on it every Saturday, but then stuff happens and I decide not to do that. And I keep thinking about that landscape that I saw on Fine Art Stitch. That's so pretty. The Monstead. It's called Spring or something like that. I love that one. It's so like realistic. It's weird. It's so realistic, but weird in a good way. Yeah. So I'm getting. I'm looking at 𝐂𝐤 piece that is very bright. I posted it in Discord. It's Hannah Lynn Rainy Day. Okay, I'm gonna do this thread real quick, and we'll check Discord. So if you guys want to post anything, let me know, and I will go and look. I'm gonna do a pin stitch here. When I start feeling like there's too many stuff going on, I'll do a pin stitch. Let's see, which way is this going? That's the next question. Yeah, okay, it's that way. I really put this way up in the hoop. Oops, sorry. I'm really trying to, seriously. There's just a little bit too much stuff going on right here. Let me try something really quick. I have the hoop up higher in the stand because it holds better. Let's test it, just moving it down. Oh, there, that might be better. And then I've got my fabric clip a little too close. It's all like everything is going on right at the same place, and it's kind of irritating me. Oh yeah, I love Margaret Morales, definitely. I have 𝐀𝐢𝐦𝐞𝐞. I have the fabric to start it. I've started it already, but then I did it in tent stitch and I decided that I would restart it. But then I was sort of not really, I think part of it is it's a little overwhelming. It's very big, which, yeah, I know. They're all big. I'm kind of weird like that. Wait, where did I put my needle? There it is. That is kind of messy looking. There we go. Okay, let me. Yeah, there's like a bunch of stuff like hanging off this back. Sometimes when you get your stuff set up and it's not quite how you want it, and you kind of feel like everything's not. It's like kind of weird. Okay, so I'll leave my needle there. Barla Bunny says, I like Hannah Lynn ladies. The Margaret Morales ladies are also beautiful and colorful. And Lizzie said, I got that as a diamond painting. It's so cute. And Lizzie has Margaret Morales Nocturne Keeper. And Lona has coffee. Frogging on 32 count is no fun this early in my day. Okay, let me turn on the big window. And if you're not on Discord, go ahead and join if you want. It's fun. We are really having a great time there, showing our whips and everything. It's not so as Facebook. Okay, so let me just clear that real quick. And okay, so we're in patterns. And okay, oh yeah, Lizzie, that was really pretty. And there's the mermaid. Oh, okay, so here is Haid finished versus fine art whip. Fine art. Okay, so this is Haid. And this is, oh my goodness. Look at her dress and her skin. Wow, look how clear that is. Oh, that's amazing. No coffee yet, need coffee. Go get some coffee. Yeah, Fine Art Stitch for the win. I love Fine Art Stitch. It keeps scrolling back down, sorry. That's a huge difference. Definitely. Okay, so whips. Okay, let me scroll back up. Okay, so Sunlab posted, okay, wait, let's go back up to Essie. Essie posted her Petite Point project. This was before, and this is after. Wow, you got a lot done. Nice, that's good. The rabbit is so cute. And then here is Sunless. And I'm not sure what this is, but wow, that's really pretty. What is this, Sunla? Ebony says the book's above her head too. Yes, definitely. That is so pretty, Sunla. And then Love Drunk. After a 4-week wait, I finally received my fabric. New Start Nutcracker, 20 count, 1/1 with arrow floss. And yeah, I like arrow floss. And that's going to be really pretty. Where is this from? SSL Design. That's going to be pretty. I love the Nutcracker. Okay, and then here's Travis. He is working here. Let's see if this comes up. Sorry if it doesn't. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. There's Travis's 4 Fairy Queens from Pain Free Crafts. Ah, okay. You're getting there, Travis. Looking good. Um, Stitchy Hall. Uh-oh. Stitchy Hall.
Sounds funny. Cars.
Oh, this was Allison. She got 20 count, 22 count, and 25 count. What to start? Nice. And too many on the list, but I fancied something different. Maybe this one. Oh, I see. Okay, this is the one you were talking about. Okay. Or that one. That one's kind of fun. Crazy Cat Lady. Yeah, that's kind of different. It's not my style, but like I like it. Yeah. That's super cute. That would be really colorful and fun to work on. My girls will be dancing in Nutcracker this year. So exciting. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I really like that one. And then this, oh, that's right. You were trying the 32 count. Okay, so you guys were talking, so that's okay. Let's look at, what was I going to look at? Patterns, that's right. I'm like, what? What am I doing? All right, wasn't I going to look at patterns again? Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. There is such a difference. Look at the wood. Like, okay, so here's the Haid version. Look at the bookshelf, like the wood. I'm pointing at it with my finger. Oh, Sophia. Okay. And I mean, look at the wood of the bookcase and her neck, and oh wow, that is just so awesome. Yeah, definitely do it, Ebony. Do it. I love that. Yeah, that's a huge difference. Okay, so is there anything else you guys wanted me to look at while we're doing this? SSL design is awesome. I have 3 or 4, maybe getting more. Sophia designs them, is super nice. Isn't that like I've seen her floss tube before. Anyway, let me know if you guys want to see anything else. I can always turn it back on. It's not a big deal. And Alex is chattery again. So there we go. Might have to look at that actually. No shade, but when you see this Haid really does not deserve the hype they get. Their charting is so often just not it. You're right. I mean, look at the difference between Fine Art Stitch and the Haid version. It's kind of made me like step away from them a little bit more. And also some of the stuff that I've heard, like when Sunla was trying to get help for the Library of Cats, and the answer she got really put a bad taste in my mouth for that. You know what I mean? It was not nice. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't think so. And that's made me like definitely I used to go and look all the time. I didn't even look during the sale. I was like, nope, not gonna buy anything there. Oh, wait, that was the wrong spot. Hold on a second, let me fix that. Roxy says, I'm trying to stitch from other designers, but I have so many Haid charts. Yeah, I do too. But you know, I've UFO'd a couple of them because I just was not happy with them. I'm stitching. I think I only have 3 that I'm stitching actively, and I actually like them, so I'm okay with, I didn't UFO them. I UFO'd a bunch of other things that I was like, nah, I don't feel like this. Ebony says, I've never really been against, but I'm not hate only either. I get charts that I like. Yeah. I think SSL is on Etsy, I think. Yeah. Essie says, I only have 3 charts. 2 I'm stitching. Don't think I'll buy more. Janine says, honestly, I think between Michelle's daughter and husband passing away so close together, it's made the company suffer terribly. The care's not there. Yeah, I think so too. I think the last couple of years, and I had heard stuff before that happened actually, of her behaviors and stuff, and kind of like it's on Etsy and she has a YouTube. I'm trying to think, what's her YouTube name? It's like Stitchy something. Her name is in it. Sophia's in it. I can't remember. Yeah. If anybody has her link, maybe you can put it in other, floss tubers or whatever, someplace on Discord. Okay, so I did those. And you know what? I'm just going to put it here. Actually, I'm going to do these. And park down here. Yeah, see, it's better now that I moved it. It wasn't the hoop. It's just that where it was sitting wasn't comfortable. Sometimes I have to work on it a little bit before I can tell if I'm comfortable with how I have it set up. Because I have to change, I have to move everything every day. It's like that. So, and I'll park that there and bucket. Okay. Sophie Stitching Love. Yes, thank you. In old and don't even know how to link. Yeah, that's fine. That'll work. Just whoever wants to look up her name. Her name is Sophia Stitching Love. Yeah, I have a pain-free craft that I'm gonna start. Actually, I wasn't sure I was gonna start it because I didn't have money for fabric, but because I made a mistake and bought too little fabric for my dragon pile and primrose and feather. I have now fabric for Polar Search, so I can start that this year, or I'm think I'm gonna start it in the winter. Which Praying Fruit crafts are excellent. Lizzie says, unfortunately, Hayden has Josephine Wall and no other cross stitch companies does. So I get the charts I like from there and still want some Aimee Stewart pieces. So I'll continue with Hayden. Yeah, and then that's the thing. Ebony says Painfree Crafts has limited tastes, and she likes the variety of Hayden. That there you go, right there. Like I like Painfree Crafts, but there's not a lot that like tickles my fancy kind of thing. Oh, Ebony got one of those charts too. Okay, cool. Well, when you're ready to start it, tell me and I'll start mine. Because I bought a meter of that 18 count, and then I realized that I was missing like maybe like 20 centimeters or something to make it, and so I just decided to cut out the one for Dragon Pile, and then I'll have it for extra projects. And hi, Sarah. Welcome in.
Him.
I think there was other people who were going to do those. What's her name now? I can't remember. The one that did the Christmas stuff on Painter Crafts. Gosh, what's her name? Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. Sarah, did you get the gingerbread files? And she did. I think Pain-Free Crafts would dominate, but their chart choices are an acquired taste. Yeah, I think so too. I look at them and I'm like, you know, it's not always for me. They're a little bit, yeah, too fantasy. I mean, I like fantasy. Don't get me wrong. I do like fantasy. But sometimes I'm looking for something else. I'm really liking Fine Art Stitch. I know fine art's not for everybody, but I'm loving it. Now I want to do more. Artisy has true minis. Roxy's working on a Artisy chart as well. I like their charting too. I had started a mini Artisy chart and I found it was just, I didn't like it at all. It was really confetti and it didn't look very good. So I actually UFO'd it. I was like, nah. It was so confetti and it just looked so pixelated. And it's probably just the chart. Honestly, I'm sure it was just the chart. But yeah, I wasn't super impressed. So I didn't, and it's just one, you know, it's just one chart. So I have some of the, I think it's Steve Crisp, you know, the French ones that Yogi has from Artisy. They didn't have the one I really wanted that Yogi is stitching, but I haven't started that one either. So because yeah, I bought it and I was like, and then I was like, I was gonna do it on 32 count until I tried to do it on 32 count. That didn't last long. Yeah, it will be confetti and pixelated, but standing far away, it looks neat. Yeah. And I just was, I guess I wasn't enjoying it. I, even looking away, far away from it, I was like, nah. The licenses are super expensive for a small company like Paint for Crafts. It is impossible to buy lifetime licenses. Therefore, its offerings vary. Yeah. Let's see. Lizzie said something too. Let me write that. Let me read that. Lizzie says, I like classical art, but some of those have limited palettes due to pigments available at the time, so I don't want to stitch them. I'm a bit of a dopamine stitcher. Bright colors rock my world. Yeah, totally. I understand that. It's kind of weird. I do really like colors, you know, but then also like the in the library, it's just so classic and stylish and beautiful. You know, like, yeah, I want to stitch that. I want that on my wall kind of thing. And that one, the one that I really like, the landscape, it's just, it reminds me of something that my aunt had on her wall, and I want something like that, you know what I mean? I want something that looks like that. And there we go. We did a block today. Okay, so bucket. So I'm getting really close to the other side, which is nice. Yeah, there's like 3 blocks. That's nice. Oh, and I really like unconventional X stitch. The ones I'm doing are really great, actually. Lona says I'm doing King of the Jungle free pattern from Artsy and loving the journey. I'm also doing paid for God Shed His Grace and loving that too. Allison says my first patterns were from Thread Geeks. I also have Artsy Hade, various from eBay or Etsy, eBay. Stitch the Beautiful All-4 stamped kit. Ann Stokes only has a year license. Yeah. So yeah, I'm testing out stuff, and I have Stitch So Beautiful, but I'm really finding that they're really confetti. And I don't know. So I haven't worked on them in a long time, those ones either. I almost picked up my Everheart Mosaic because it's also in the same fabric, and I thought, oh, you could do that. But then I really wanted to work on this, so. And I have a Stamp Stitch Club pattern, which I like too. Okay, so now we can clean these tufties up. Yay! Lizzie says, I only found a few on Unconventional and Thread Geeks. Thread Geeks is too horror related to me for me to like them. Yeah, you know, it's a limited thing as well. Unconventional X Stitch is where I got Neko Hotel. I love that one. There's a couple of those type from Mrs. Butter D on Unconventional X Stitch that I really like. I didn't think I would, but it's like really fun. So I really do like that one. And eventually I think I'll do the Magic Library, Magic Bookstore. I'm thinking let's see. I'm gonna leave that. Someone's working on that. I think it is Ebony, not In Stitches with Ebony, but the other Ebony. I think she's working on that one. If I remember right, I think that was the person who was working on that. And that was super cute. Janine said, hold on a second. I should watch what I'm doing when I'm cutting. Janine says, I want the new Ann Stokes one from Paper Crafts with the 4 creatures in a circle. I don't recognize it. I don't think that I was really into the Ann Stokes stuff. I'm not. There's a lot of dragons and stuff like that, and surprisingly I'm doing Dragon Pile, but that's because it's super cute. But I'm not like a big dragon person. Though I have seen a couple of the Chinese dragons on Painting Fairy that I'm like, that would be really cute. But yeah. I got a Miss Holly chart from Unconventional X Stitch. I need to start, Ebony says. And got a few from Thread Geeks. Suki says I got a card sharp from Unconventional. I like it. Their patterns usually aren't my style. Yeah, that was the thing. Is I was like, when I first looked, because Christina was like, "Hey, look at this," and you know, like a couple years ago, I stopped reading fantasy because I had primarily almost read fantasy for like the last 40 years or something. And I was having problems with a lot of the violence in the books, so I stopped. I was like just avoiding it. And with that also kind of like, you know, dragons and all that stuff. I'm like, yeah, you know, not really as interested. But like I love Contessa. I love that one. That was so much fun to work on the other day. Because it's quirky. It's just completely different. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Mind Max, I think. Oh my gosh. Okay, gasp. There was a lot of confetti in this one. Yeah, let's see here. Let's see if you can see this. we're getting into the flower bushes, which are insane. Let me lock that. So this whole part is like flower bushes. And I started hitting it when I was over here, and it was crazy. But there's like a bird there right underneath it. That's cool. But I wanted to finish this. I wanted to finish this row. So that's what I'm working on. So I want Kindred Spirit, which would be Siska's Nightmare to Stitch. I love fantasy. Yeah, like it's kind of like I like I mean, I loved fantasy for the longest time, but I want to say it coincided around the time when I had Alex, and when we started Alex started having his issues. I was because there was a lot of stuff going on. I sort of have like PTSD from all the crying and the screaming and everything, and that happens a lot to people who have children with autism. Not that Alex has autism, but he has like autistic, only one, but there's similarities, but you know what I mean. And I was having a problem with watching violent movies and reading violent books, and that's where I kind of started having problems with it. I'm going to turn this off because I'm going to do some parked threads. Yeah, I'll do that. How come that's there? Huh, that's weird. Why did I do that? Oh, I know why. Never mind. I was like, why did I do that? I don't even know. So yeah. So like, I liked like Dragon Muse stuff because they're like really pretty, but they were also really dark. And also fantasy, and it was just it didn't feel like something I wanted to work on. Yeah. But not everybody has the same taste, and that's okay. That makes us all human individuals. It's nice if you have somebody who likes the same thing as you do. Like Christina, she and I we like completely different stuff. Sometimes we kind of match on something, but most of the time it's like she picks something that I would be like, nah, not for me. And I almost always pick things that's not for her. But that's okay, you know? I like cats, she doesn't. You know. Ow. Darn it. I poked myself with a needle. Hello, Crafty Tubby Cat. I love your name. It's so fun. Let's lock this. And there. And actually, there's not really that many parked threads here, so I'm not going to worry too much. I like need to move stuff over. My hands are a little dry, so the threads are sticking to my fingers right now. I was worried. I have new hand cream, which was lovely. I love it. It's Nivea. I love Nivea. But I was having problems. It felt like my face was burning, and so I gave it a day or two to see if it cleared up and stopped. And it was something else, obviously. So then I'm back to using it because it was so nice on my hands. But my face was like burning. I was worried that I was having a reaction to it. That's really thick behind there. Oh. And Joyce says, I like Chromatic Dragon from Painfree Crafts. I've seen that on Catkin and Lily. That's what the person's name is. But she UFO'd it because it's charted with AI. I think it still deserved to be stitched, so I bought it and started it. I like that one. I mean, like I said, I'm not like big into dragons, but that one was really pretty. It's good all being different, as you can see things you could never normally look at. Yeah, exactly. I think, oh, I actually like that. The Hannah Lynn one I seen on Dark X Stitch floss tube and just like it. Yeah, I would have never really considered that one. Because it's not something that I would normally do, but it was like, hey, it's kind of cute. And it's the same with the Contessa. When the first time I saw it, it was like, whoa, that's weird. But then the more I saw it, the more it was like, whoa, that's cool and weird. I love it. And I'm so happy I'm working on it, because the when I work on it and I see the little tentacles, it's like, oh yeah. It's weird, but yeah, it's cool. I'm gonna do a little pivot here. See, part of me is saying that stitch down there, you should ignore it, but then, oh no. See, I would normally end my thread about here. So actually I'm going to pin it there. I'm going to park it there because there's another one down lower. Because I would maybe end the thread there, but that's okay. It's good. Roxy says, oh, wait, hold on a second. Travis says, here goes attempt 2 of putting Sea King down for his nap. Aw, night-night, Merrick. Go to sleep for daddy. And Roxy says, I've stitched Chromatic Dragon. I had to UFO it for now. The confetti has confetti. Oh my gosh. The little turkey is so tired. He doesn't want to give in. He has major FOMO. Aw, poor Merrick. Yeah, see, he's getting about that age when the naps, you want him to nap, but it's getting tough. I remember that age. Oh, man. And a nap that's maybe an hour too late means that he'll be up all night. Oh, that was rough. Rough times back then. Okay, let's check here. Okay, that can go down there. There was another dragon I saw recently, because I'm not really into dragons, but this one was really pretty. I'm trying to think where I saw it. Well, I saw some painted fairy ones that were like, whoa, that's pretty. It was a Chinese dragon with flowers and stuff. All children have FOMO. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. This thread is really long. It's okay. Let's see. This is going to go here. You know, since I've been doing the parking this way for a while now, I'm not making the counting errors that I was doing when I first started it. I love it. It just makes so much sense. It makes all the stitches. Okay, that one's got a lot. This one, I can do this one. It makes all the stitches lay so nicely. Whoops. Oh, that's my magnifier. Well, people called it fear of missing out. Lizzie says, we did not have a name for it back then, but I remember not wanting to go to bed because I was scared of missing out on something. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. My mom would be like, they don't want to miss anything. You know? It's just called FOMO now because, it's a shortcut for it. I didn't know what FOMO was. Someone said it at the game I play, that I had it, and I was like, no, I don't. I didn't know what it was. I had to look it up. I'm ashamed to say I'm a Gen Xer that had to look it up. Yeah. I didn't. He was incorrect when he said I had FOMO, for whatever he said. I was like, no, that's not it. That's not me. But anyway. Oh my God, my cat was sleeping on the back of the couch. It just felt like over. I love when they do that. They're like, it's just cats. They're so funny. Okay, and I think this one I can do. Yeah. I usually just do the parked threads as I get to that number. But I decided to just check and see how these ones work out. And this one's going to be really good because it's along the edge. Sort of Blue Sue-esque. I still don't do exactly how she does it, but He landed on the cushion part. Michelle says, can you explain the parking method again? Okay, so instead of just, hold on a second. Let me get to a place where I can show you. Okay, so say I was going to park here, right? So instead of just, I'm double checking to make sure, instead of just pulling it out and leaving the thread hanging on the lower side, I do a half stitch. So I do half of the stitch. And in my opinion, what it does is that it locks in the stitch above it. So this stitch right here, it can get loose if you just park it like that. But if you do the half stitch, I've found that I think my stitches look much neater, because it's locking it in a little bit better. You do have to, so if I wanted to put a stitch, well, this one I would actually be doing a stitch here. Okay, so here, let's do this real quick. And that's all it is. And it was Blue Sue. I was watching her videos, and that's where I found that. I'm going to do these ones, and I'll show you what I mean by how to deal with it, because then you have to deal with the threads hanging. Okay. Thank you for checking, Kasa. So, and so two major things that I don't do that Blue Sue does is that she works on the edges, right? So she takes one square and works her edges out towards the corner, right? And then she does it in three boxes high, and she goes either down or up depending on how much she has done on her project. She works from bottom up when she has just started, and then she turns it over and works top down. And she works in the snake method. So she'll do these 3 boxes and then move on 3 boxes and move on. And then when she gets to the end, she'll do the same thing, 3 boxes, move on, 3 boxes. And she does them 1 box at a time. And as she works it, she's doing kind of a min-max cross-country-ish thing. She is not as, she puts her waist threads pretty much wherever. She just wants to make sure they're going to be covered up. So she'll put them down here or over here, and she makes sure that, you know, she's working this way and covers them up. And I found that for me, because I'm doing min to max and not really worrying about the, you know, working on the corner, I found that it was easier just to have them outside of the box. And that's why I put them down here or here, depending on. So the other thing is, so when she, one of the things she does with the way she parks is, I'm going to show you. So if she was going to, for example, she wanted to come up and park a thread under here, right? She wanted to park a thread here. She would pull this thread up so that she could get the needle in there so that it wouldn't twist, it wouldn't stack, wouldn't stack. And that's something that you have to do, but it's easy. You just, you know, pull it up out of the way and then stick your needle in there, or you pull it this way, depending on. But the other thing I like about this is that because I'm working on 20 count or 18 count, I can do a lot of Danish stitching, which I find I like Danish stitching. Hold on, let me see where I'm at now. I did those. Wait, let me mark these real quick. I did those. All right. Okay. I lost track where I was. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, okay. So also, when you're doing English, so if I was doing it like this, my next stitch would be, I would start at the top, right? But I wouldn't want to leave my parked thread up there. So I would end up coming up through here and parking it. But with this method, I can just do that and park the thread like that. And I'm still keeping how I do my stitches, and not having to worry about where my thread is coming up, which I love. That is so good. I love that. So I'm gonna make myself go up here. I'm gonna pivot up here. So yeah, I really like it. Nikki says, I remember my parents putting me to bed at 7:30 and the sun was still out. Yeah. And hello, head. That's funny. Lizzie says, I just love the dazed look in their eyes when they shake off their head and stalk off to say, I meant to do that. Yeah. So hopefully that makes sense. I was just kind of rambling on about it. Okay, so here I'm going to put this stitch. And that's the other thing, is I could actually just go up here and come down as well. It's really versatile. So I pull the stitch over, and I'm going to do this stitch. Oh, it makes sense now. Okay, good. I'm glad. And it takes a little bit of effort for counting, because sometimes you know, the thread is down here and you might misthink where you parked. But just before you stitch, double check, you know, look at it again and go, is that right? Until you get used to it. And then once you get used to it, it's like second nature. So it's fine. Let's see, mark those. And, I mean, I will say at first it was really confusing. I was like making mistakes and putting stuff in the wrong place, but I really loved how my work looked. I could see it in my work that it was more secure and looked better. So it's worth it. And my thread is coming out, my needle.
Sweetie, yeah.
But don't give up too quickly on it. And you probably will make mistakes, but that's okay. I'm going to put that down here.
Cars 1, cars 2.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Wait, no. Yeah, no, that's right. So here the thread is already down here. So I'll just pull on that a little bit to make it so that the other thread is on top of it. And it's a little more fiddly, but I'm really loving how my work looks, and that's what matters. I did try to do like pin starts, and I found that the stuff was more like there. You could see the little bumps everywhere. Let me drink a sip of coffee. And I just like really, really watched Blue Sue a bunch. I put on the translate, and I really just took the time to see how she does it. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to min to max. There's these ones up here, but those are, I can do those last. They're gonna cover up stuff anyway. Let me turn this back on. Min to max. 905. I'm gonna Nikki says, are you almost done with the top row of this piece? Yes, look, right there. That's the top row. And on the other part, I think I have 3 rows. Let's see, hold on a second. I can show you. Let me lock that because, of course, I'll make a mistake if I don't. So actually, I have like 4 rows or 4 blocks to 120. So yeah, it's going pretty well. I really do enjoy this pattern. It is a bit confetti here, which is kind of annoying, but yeah. Whoops, getting used to it anyway. And oh no, I didn't want to do that. I want my min to max. 905. Yeah, so I don't know how it's gonna work when I get, because I'm going 2 different directions. But what I'm gonna do is then I'm going to start over here and work that way, because I think that Blue Sue, how she does it, makes it's out of the comfort zone. You're not doing the same way every time. But also, I think it'll make sense because then I can work on something else. And once I get over to the other side, I can, like, just work on something else, Yeah, so I kind of like it. It feels like there'd be some freedom to it. I hope. I do find that going from right to left is more difficult for me to work. God, it's so humid in here. It's windy though. So. And decided on this thread that I'm going to also when your park stitches are like this, they actually they'll move away. Like you can take the whole stack and move them away, and they really sit nicely. I do like that. Yeah. Okay. So because I'm going to do that stitch that's outside of the box. There's only one, and then I'll do inside the box and then park. I think that's what my plan is. 1, 2, 3. So I'm pretty excited to get done with this top row. And then down here. Someone's chair is squeaky. He's a little bit overexcited today. He's finding everything funny. He hasn't taken his medicine, which I'm trying to get him to go and do. Drink some juice. He hasn't drank any juice. He hasn't eaten any lunch, any food. It's like annoying. I'm trying to get him to do that. But I can't force him, so yeah. I think that's part of it. He's a little overexcited. And hello, Ash. Welcome in. Okay, so 580, there's just one stitch, which is silly. You know, sometimes you kind of think, I'll just skip that thread. But I will put it on the board. I'll do it and put it on the board. It'll be good.
Gibson Les electric guitar. It's Cruz Ramirez. It's a female yellow car. Cars 3 is that's Linda and
It's like, where'd the thread go?
Cruz Ramirez in Cars 3. The simulator. I'm playing on Jackson Storm game. Oh wow.
Just looked on SSL Designs, the Pirates. Wow. Yeah, I need to look at that. I was kind of like, don't want to look. I don't need any more projects. I need to start my projects, and that's it. But yeah. And Janine says, pretty cool, right, Lizzie? Gonna have to look. This is really long. It's okay. Actually, I'm not gonna put it there. Nope, not there either. Okay, here we go. I was looking for where it would cover up the most. I didn't want to take that over a bunch and it wouldn't get covered up. Here it will be. I'm curious, really shouldn't look. Joyce says. I know. And you know what? You're lucky that my my tablet doesn't my tablet is on auto rotate, so that's not a problem, but Etsy doesn't auto rotate. It only wants to be in vertical or portrait, and so yeah, and my tablet is in the stand, so I'm not gonna move it. So you're lucky I'm not gonna look. Okay, so 580. And, oh, got flowers going. There's none close by. 3607. 3607. Of course it's not on the board. Lizzie says, Joyce, I should not have either. LOL. Yeah. I like the Nutcracker one, but then it wasn't quite what I wanted, so I was like, okay. 3607. 36. Okay. 07. Gotta find it. Here we go. Oh. Train. This is a good one. I can use one of these short ones. That's weird. I just heard the train. I don't usually hear them. They don't usually make, like blow whistles or anything in town. I wonder if somebody is on the tracks or something. But disturbing. All her stuff is AI, so if you're against it, that it's not for you, she spends a lot of time creating them and making them pretty incredible. I think that Woot Woot zeroed out of color on Dragon Pile for Roxy. Oh, neat. Which color did you zero out? And I think that I don't, like I said, I don't mind AI, but I mind when people use it and don't clean it up, or they use it and there's like not a thought out process for it. I think, kind of, if that makes sense. Or if it looks really, I mean, like I use AI for my descriptions and the cover photos, because it makes it easy. I don't have to do it. But I do like double check and make sure. The other day, I was all like, can you do this instead? Because there was an eyeball, like an extra eyeball. The AI argument is valid, but I think it's going to get harder and harder to avoid it. Yeah, I do think so too. 3776, nice. And Allison says, oh, I've already got some of her patterns in my favorites. I need to look, because I don't think I've actually looked at them. Okay, so we're going to do that. And 3609. And we're in the confetti. 36. I can't actually read. 3609. Nope, not there. Hello, Sunshine. Texas Sunshine Cowgirl. Hey, y'all. The AI mess is running the crochet business. I'm guessing ruining. I get messages, hey, can you make this? It's fake as heck. Yeah. I've seen that too. And crochet is one of those things where you can't, it's not machine done. If you buy something that's crochet and it's really cheap, some poor person in another country has made it and it was sold super cheap. So their labor was super cheap. Yeah. So that is, I've been seeing stuff about that too. Yeah, but yeah. But that started pretty early in the AI thing, crochet patterns or, like knit patterns and stuff, coming back with, that they were AI and not well done and, just fake. So yeah. Like I said before, I think it's okay as long as they are cleaning up the patterns to make sure they're not, make sure they're stitchable. If you're going through and you're taking your time creating an image and then taking your time in the charting process, just taking your time making the image but then running it through the software and not doing anything about it is not good. And I think that sometimes you see that in some companies, they're churning out stuff a little bit too fast, and there's no way they're going to have enough time to tweak it and make sure it looks good. I should have done this on the I think that that's what worries me, is that you get a pattern that's AI, but somebody's not really thought it through and gotten it cleaned up. All I want is is designers to admit the art is AI. Yes, and I can then decide if I want to purchase. Yes, absolutely. I think that that is also it's kind of like, okay, we're pretty sure Aimee uses AI now, and that's okay, but it should say that she uses AI in her process. And there are, like, Stamp Stitch Club, she's really open about it. She'll say this person uses AI in their creative process, and I think that that's really good. And yeah, the resources, but I'm wondering if, so a lot of times we get told that we've got to be this and this, and we've got to be careful about like plastic bags. Yes, we do have to be careful about plastic bags and stuff. That's not what I'm talking about, but we're all of the environmental impacts of things are put onto average everyday people. They're told that they are doing it, when actually a lot of times it's big corporations that are doing it and ruining things and ruining the environment. So I don't think that somebody who's creating some cross stitch patterns is doing the damage that somebody like Amazon's doing, or Google's doing, or any of those big businesses that are, they're the ones that are using all the resources. So I also think that way, because a lot of things, pollution and those kind of things, were done by big companies. Yes, everyday people need to be careful, but it's not supposed to be on us. Oh no. Okay, so Natty says, "Oh my God, did you guys see that Whatabiz showed up in my live last night?" No, I guess they were gone before I got there. And Janine says Sophia has always been upfront about her stuff is AI, but ask her ideas and has explained the process from creating image to charting. That's good. Yes. Okay. Heidi says, I wish Stitch So Beautiful had been a little more transparent about with AI use. I just found out that the art from World of Love Hearts is AI generated. I'm not sure how I feel about my charts now. Yeah, and you can tell also a lot of Stitch So Beautiful stuff is AI generated, and then there's not a lot of, like, it's not cleaned up, and then you end up with a bunch of confetti that is just so bad. Like, and I have a World of Love Hearts Everheart mosaic, and it's crazy. I mean, it's not as crazy as sailing under the solar eclipse, but yeah, it's crazy. And I'm not sure. I haven't worked on them in a while, and I'm not sure how I feel about them anymore. So I don't know. But I am working on an older Stitch So Beautiful that's the Beautiful Place, and that one's lovely. Yeah. Natty says Stitch So Beautiful is heavily AI generated, and you can tell it's it's very apparent the kind of art that's there. Um, something that I found really interesting is that I was looking at Omar Rayon, the one that did Contessa. I found his thing on Instagram, his his page on Instagram, and he's a real painter. His art is really painted. It's not digital art. Yeah, so I was like, that's cool. I mean, if you find that out, then it's like that makes you feel a little bit. Um, and Janine says, Nettie, what did Sandy say? I hope she was civil. Yeah. Also, Janine, what happened with your kit, or how did that get resolved for you? I fell asleep last night. Yeah, I woke up at, I think it was almost 8, and what do you call it? I was still laying in bed, and then as soon as Natty was finished, I fell back to sleep and didn't wake up until after 11. I was like, whoa. Um, and I'm an odd man out because I prefer patterns from the 80s and 90s. They just seem better in my opinion. Texas Sunshine Girl, Cowgirl. And Lizzie said, I just bought a Stitch So Beautiful haul. I know one of my purchases was not AI, as I did a jigsaw puzzle years ago. Which one was that you bought that wasn't? And Nettie says, I'll be charting my very 100% non-AI art very soon on my shop. Thinking about making kits too. That'll be cool. There was one that you did. I loved it. I think it was the kitchen one. That was super cute. I would totally buy that. She said hello to me and everyone. I kind of chuckled when I see her message. May have upset her because no response after. Yeah, well, she shouldn't have been rude like that. Oh, man. Mating holding the wood cub. Okay. Wolf cub. That one was pretty. Okay, 208. Oh, my needleboard was like on the edge here. It was the axolotl. Yeah, will be the first one I get charted. Yes, do it. I didn't say anything to Wadabiz. She probably wouldn't do anything anyway, and doesn't answer messages. I just won't buy anything from her. Yeah. And I think also like her stuff is super AI. That was, she was clear about that, that it was AI. But they just really weren't my style, and I just none of it appealed to me. So now I know for sure I won't even bother. 154. There's a lot of little confetti bits here. Yeah. Oh, that's good. There's only a little tiny short piece. I will put it down here. So yeah, I won't be doing any unboxing from her. Yeah. I am gonna do more unboxing of Painting Fairy when I get mine, and I think I'll do an unboxing when I get my floss too. But it's not that interesting, but I will do it. What did you say to her? And Allison said, yes, the axolotl. It was so cute. Yeah, I love that one. You definitely have to do that one. Are you talking about doing kits like Painting Fairy kits? Because I would totally buy that. I would love that. Okay. Oh man, confetti. It's okay. We're good. 327 on the board. Little tiny short piece. That's okay. Let's see. We will put it here. I'm the one that doesn't care if it's AI image. Doesn't need to be chart correctly though. Yeah, exactly. I mean, as I said, I don't really mind. But you know, like some of them are just like super weird AI created, and you can tell. But then also when they're not charted nicely, then you know it's gotta look yeah, it's gotta look well done. For me anyway. Opinions on how big it should be. I make it. Should I make it? And not stamped kits, but fabric and floss, yes. I asked Painting Fairy if they would like to work with me. Okay. Lizzie says, the thing with AI is wrong way around. I want AI to clean my room. Yes. Me too. I want a Rosie, the robot. Okay, well that's good. As long as you let me buy the chart, I'm good with that. Let me drink some more. My coffee is cold now, but that's okay. Oh man, it tasted pretty good actually. Okay, so 550. Oh, that's a nice color. And that, I think I will do a new one for it. I love stitching with y'all. However, I'm tired of finding hoop and frogging what I put in. So I put in 447 stitches so far today, and I will stitch more later. Okay. Good job. I'm glad you love stitching with us because, yeah, that's fun. And I need to have a bunch of floss here.
Okay.
I'm going to work on charting a certain oxidal while drinking my coffee. Yeah. Nice.
Huh?
I am talking to the people in the live stream, Beck.
Singing a song.
You're singing a song. What song are you singing?
Kiss the Call Again.
Oh, great.
Cool.
Yeah. Super cool, Biscuit. Oh, nice. The super weird ones, like 5 Legs on a Horse, those were not from an artist. They were from a company trying to do things fast and don't care. Yeah. Okay, so stitching air is when you're doing like a bunch of sky stitching, and so like and there's just a bunch of blue, light blue, that would be air stitching. But also, like, if it's white and it doesn't show, so it doesn't actually look like you're stitching anything, but you're stitching white, that's air stitching. Hope that understands. Sunshine means white on white fabric, yeah. Well, sky stitching would be blue, obviously. But like a light blue would also kind of do that because you kind of can't see it.
Nice music, sweet.
Are you still fighting a headache? Oh, the nonsense stitching. Sunshine. I actually don't mind it. I have a lot on my pricks everywhere. There's a white, like a white border, and I always stress out when I'm working on it because I always worry that people are like, oh, you can't see anything that I'm stitching, but I kind of like it. I don't mind doing it. So yeah, it is, what it is. Okay, so this one, I was prepping the thread. This one I'm going to put down here because I'll cover it up this way. It'll get covered up. Whoop, too far. And I will just park it over here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it'll be over here. Oops. Oh, he's laughing about stuff. It's kind of weird. Sorry, guys. I'm trying not to say it so he hears it, but it's like a little unnerving. the giggling. It's just like, oh, it's weird.
It's my relaxed time.
It's your relaxed time. Okay, good.
Good relaxing of 𝐾𝐈𝐴.
Okay, you do that, Biscuit.
I like that.
Okay. It doesn't sound like you're relaxing. It sounds like you're giggling and being silly. And just stuff to make dinner. Okay, have a nice dinner, Joyce. Thank you for being here. And Lona says, Nutty, that's my plan. Take it easy and work on some charting. Yep. Ghost stitching. Ghost stitches. Love that. Oh, light blue air stitching is what I had to frog. Oh. Yeah, it's rough. Here we go. 3. I don't really like this confetti stuff. A lot of this pattern is really smooth, but these bushes are just crazy. And they're fine, and then they're not. Like, it's rough. So I'm going to got threads on my fingers. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'll put this here. Okay. Not parked there. Oh. It's so funny. This tablet is like, it's not very responsive. It's very cheap. And I just barely touched the volume button and it changed the volume. Not that it's working, doing any of that, but it's just so weird how it can be like take forever to push a button and then hardly touch it, and it's all like, yeah. 3787. 87. And yes, there's one there. Nice. It's very short. I think I'm going to pin stitch because it's very short. Oh, Ebony, I know. We should start our winter pieces on the first day of winter. I don't know when it is, but that would be super cool. We'll make it a first day of winter start. I feel like it's first day of winter already. Biscuit, you're being silly. He's like not sitting still or anything. He's yeah. It's bugging me. It's bugging me. That's cool with you? Yeah, it'll be cool because it'll be the first day of winter. Joking. I'm gonna pin this in here somewhere. Technically the 21st of December, but it's said by Weatherman the 1st of December. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Do we want to wait until the 1st? No, I don't. And Heidi says, I'm working on a lot of winter pieces at the moment, not changing to spring until the equinox. Okay. I told Hope that I do not want to go to bed. I told her daddy in the bed. She got mad and put herself in timeout. Oh, nice. How old is she? That's funny. We could do it for the... When is the winter equinox? Or we could do it... We could do it like November 1st or something. Like after Halloween. Okay. And I did those. Man. 9:30. She's 3. Oh, okay. She's a red-nosed pitty with a ton of attitude. I thought she was a child. Sorry. I'm like, yeah. That's fun. And my old dog was winter. 1st of December is winter. Okay, solstice is usually okay, yeah. I was thinking which one it was. September 1st is the start of fall season in my eyes. Roxy says yes, absolutely. Yeah, fall is September. And December 1st is winter in your opinion. I used to always, because I'm American, I used to always be like, no Christmas stuff until after Thanksgiving. But like Thanksgiving's not a thing here. And I'm like, whatever. Let's just do it whenever, right? Solstice is usually between the 20th and the 23rd of December. Yeah, that's why we have Christmas on that, because it was a pagan holiday. Yeah. Yeah, like the sunshine was remind me of my dog, my old dog. he was really stupid. I loved that dog though, but he was really stupid. Well, he wasn't. He was really smart, but he was really stupid. It was, yeah. And he would bark at certain things. So we could tell him, I could say, where's Jose? I'd say it like that. Where's Jose? Where's Jose? And he would be like, he'd run to the door and look for, that's Alex's dad. Jose is like master. So he'd run to the door, right? And like, and like scamper around the door waiting for Jose to come, right? We could say it. We could say it while Jose, Tobias, Alex's dad, was sitting on the couch, and the damn dog would run to the door looking for him, even though he was sitting on the couch right next to him. It was so funny. And then he, for some reason, got it in his head that whenever we would say farfar, which was his grandfather in Swedish, like if we were talking about, we were talking about Alex's grandfather, the dog would go crazy and go looking for him. So we couldn't say these words, or the dog would go absolutely nuts, even if they were sitting right next to them. It was just so hilarious. And sometimes we do it just because it was so fun. Roxy says the Burr months is my favorite time of the year. Aw, yeah. I don't know. I think that I used to like autumn. But I think since I live here in Sweden, autumn is beautiful. I used to love to go take the dog out for a walk in the woods in the autumn, because it's just so, like, the woods are just beautiful then. But I want to say spring is my favorite. It's just not long enough. I want more spring. I want more spring, less of the rest of the year. Some of these threads are super long. There are my least. I think pinpoint the reason why I love summer and hate autumn and winter. Summer meant 6 weeks with my mom, not being bullied. Yeah, okay. Not having to go to school. Yeah, I can see that definitely, Lizzie, because I was relentlessly bullied at school. So yeah, I didn't really love school either. I think that has a lot to do with it. But then I was always ready to go back to school. My mom wasn't very nice. She was not a nice woman. I loved my mom. Still wish she was still here. But she was not a nice mother. And so by the end of summer, I was ready to not be at home, because yeah, it was rough. And I see, the thing is I did love school. I loved my teachers for the most part. Some of them were kind of not nice, but I loved the library. I wanted to be at the library. I was working in the library. The librarians were my favorite, and so yeah, I was ready to go back to school. But yeah, it is what it is. I still have nightmares about having to go back to school. Can you imagine? I graduated in 1984, and I still have nightmares about them telling me I have to go back to school. I mean, it's just crazy. Welcome back, Lona. Yeah. But yeah, even though my mom was just not nice, I still miss her. I still miss her so much. But yeah, it is what it is. Okay. See, I'm starting to have so many things, so now I'll start doing a bit more pin stitches to um, start just so that I can not have too much going on here. I just don't want I don't want every single one of the ends and starts to be a pin stitch because it looks bad, I think. It's fine, but I do like a neat pin stitch. Oops. Oh, that went down really nice.
Drawing Mr. the King's son is that's Mr. the King's and Mrs. the King's daughter is the number 51 is Dinoco in Cars 3. And Mr. the King's and Mrs. the King's son is the number 42 in Cars 3.
Okay, yeah.
Lightning's friend.
I get along with my mother much better now as an adult than I ever did as a teen. I think she understands me now and that I'm not going to be the person she thought I should be. Yeah. I don't. My mom was just. She was just an unhappy person. She grew up in a pretty abusive home. She had she was what was called a dry drunk, somebody who acts like a very, very mean person. You know how a drunk person acts when they're, a mean person, they're really mean. Though my mom didn't drink, she was just really mean a lot of times. Like she would get mad at the slightest thing. And so I grew up, my fight or flight is broken because I grew up on, like alert, high alert constantly. And so I'm pretty sure that's why I have a lot of chronic pain and stuff and chronic fatigue. My body is just broken from that. And but then, and that was the thing, is that then she could be super duper nice and you weren't sure what was going to be what when it was going to be that way. So you had to, it was like I was constantly high alert. I didn't sleep well. I didn't, it's just, there was so much, like even when I was living with my aunt, there was constantly the time where I had to worry if my mom was going to make me go back and live with her. Or my mom would say, like she'd say something like, well, if you don't behave, I'm going to come and, hurt you or whatever. And even though I was living with my aunt, it was like really hard. So I was constantly like, afraid. I was constantly afraid. So yeah, it was really rough. But that's just because she was a very unhappy person. But then she could be the sweetest person, and I loved her to death. And I still miss her every single day. I keep thinking, God, I would love to call my mom and tell her about this, or, yeah. Was she bipolar? Walking on eggshells. Exactly. I don't know for sure. There was definitely some sort of mental illness. There was definitely, but there was a lot of, I believe she was she had chronic pain. I know she had chronic pain. And I think that, she didn't know how to deal with the pain. And like, I didn't learn that pain wasn't normal. I thought pain, because my mom was always in pain. She didn't complain about it or anything, but she, you knew she was in pain. And I think that caused a lot. And she was very much a no pain, no gain person. walk it off. You're okay. You know, stop your whining kind of stuff. I think I was 35 before I realized that I wasn't supposed to be in this much pain all the time. My friend was like, maybe you should go to the doctor. I was like, God, this pain is so bad. I'm like, but everyone has pain. No, not everyone has pain. Yeah. So I didn't go and get help for my chronic pain until I was almost 40. Yeah, it was funny. My dad was bipolar actually, but he was never like he wasn't like mean or anything. My dad was pretty nice, but he definitely had that manic depressive like swings and stuff where he go through a bunch of stuff and then yeah. She was abusive. Yes, she was abusive. 100%. I tried to get help a couple times. I actually locked myself in my room one time when she was hurting me, and I called, and I was 17, and I said, my mom's hurting me. You gotta help me. You gotta help me. And they were like, "You're too old for us to help you." Yeah, I'm like, but she's hurting me. Yeah, it was intense. Nobody helped. Nobody came to my rescue. Everyone knew it was happening. Um, yeah. Okay. There's that. Oh, that looked like a hot mess. But, I do a lot of crafts because my mom taught me. Um, you know, yeah. 3836. Oh, I have. Oh, man. I had two needles already on there. Why did I not do that? Oh, that's okay. Won't put another needle on there. I didn't. I thought I checked, but I guess I missed the number. That's sort of funny. 3835. Now that one's not there. Did she treat your brothers the same? No. No. No, no, no. My brothers were golden boys. Um, well, Robert, he was the brother that was this. He was only a year and a half younger than me. He was always bad. He was always bad. There was always, he was always misbehaving. Um, but I don't ever remember her
Hey, mommy.
like hurting him. But it was like, oh, he's getting into trouble again. He's doing this, he's doing that. But my little brother, he was like the baby, so nothing, he did nothing wrong. Hi Ava, welcome in. And then my middle brother Wayne, he was the golden son, and like he got away with
Hey, mommy.
everything. Hey, Bubba.
I made Cal as a zebra in Cars
Okay.
3 in
Yeah.
custom paint from Dynaco's.
But I was the oldest, so I got
Amazing
the
paints.
brunt of everything. Um, so yeah. And then my brothers were abusive too. So, they would take turns beating me up and stuff. And then they'd beat each other up for beating me up. Yeah, it was kind of funny. Let's see. there's so much there's so much like tufties and stuff. I'm kind of like, this is kind of getting out of hand. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I can do it. I can do it. family, you love and hate them at the same time. Yep, exactly. My little brother and I are really close. Well, I haven't seen him in 20 years, but you know, we were always really close. I'm the oldest; he's the youngest, and then my other two brothers were really close, and then yeah. I'm working on 20 count, Ava. I really like this, but I will say I like the way the 18 count looks, even though it feels like it's sparse. It's just like it's so it's really smooth to work on. But I am really enjoying this as well. So I have two projects on this type of this brand, and I really like it. Let's change needles on that. Put that in the board. But I like Hardanger as well, the 20 count Hardanger. I do like it, but I think I prefer the 20 or the 18 count. Let's see, 3-8, 3-5. Let's put this back on the board. There we go. Oh, look at the pretty flowers. See, I can tell the difference between how I did it here and how I did it here. They just sit much nicer. Let's see. I need to mark that. Oops. And bucket. Okay, now we have 3 colors left. Nice. And one of them is this one. And one is this one. But I thought there was a knot on that. Oh, that was the wrong color completely. It's a little messy, but I'm okay with it. I don't mind. I always feel like I have to apologize for it being untidy, but it's not too bad. It's a little funky because I've got threads going this way and that way, but it's okay. Now I can finally stitch it a little bit. So I need to pivot a little bit. So I'm going to work this one here and then go up and then back down. Because I don't want my stitches to be under, or what do you call it? I don't want them to be over stitched areas. I think some people don't mind, and I probably don't mind either. But it's sort of a over, it's something that holds over from knitting, that, you know, like you don't want to have floats, and weaving also. You know, there's only a certain amount of floats you want in weaving and knitting because it will catch on stuff. And when it's done, it's, you know, you're going to cover it. It's going to be covered and framed and all that. But while you're working on it, there's that possibility of snagging and pulling and ripping a thread out, which you kind of don't want to happen. Because sometimes things happen. Sometimes your hands, I notice stuff catching, you know, on my skin or my nail or something. So I'm a little more, I don't care too much, but I kind of do, if that makes sense. Let's see. I'm going to put it down here. Let's put it here. It's not going to, it'll be fine. It looks bigger than 20 count. I do a lot of my projects on 20 count. I do have it zoomed in, which I just realized it's like super crooked on the camera. It's zoomed in a bit. So that's probably why it looks bigger, because it looks huge for me. I saw a Facebook post from a floss tuber that was saying she wasn't impressed with other floss tubers having content restricted to members. How do you guys feel about that? Yeah, I don't when I first started my channel, I was kind of like, ooh, you know, I could do that, but then I don't really like the idea of it, because then it makes you have to do something extra. And, you know, like I'm already on here every day. I find that with, I think about with Yogi. Yogi's already doing, she was doing a ton of streaming, and then she was going to do members only, which, you know, it felt like it was a lot for her, you know, and I think she burnt out a little bit. So I don't know. I think that sometimes it's might be for other types of content. I think that it could be good, but I don't really feel like, I don't know. I don't really feel like it's that. Like, what would I offer? What would I offer people? That's what I think about it. Roxy says, one particular floss tuber does that because it's basically her job. You literally have to. People are paying for that extra content. Yeah, exactly. And if you're not doing it, then, you know, like, yeah. It's a tough one. I don't have a job. I don't, you know, I'm disabled, so I can't really even legally earn money. So I don't even know how I would do that. You know, I don't know how it would work. Like if I get a donation from Ko-Fi or Coffee, it goes into PayPal, and that doesn't technically count because it's not Swedish money, you know what I mean? I mean, you know, like, I can get away with it that way, but yeah, I can't get money in my account, my normal bank account, because of being on disability. Yep. Yeah, but yeah, if you're doing stuff and you're giving somebody an extra content for membership, then sure, why not? You know, I don't think that I would, like, what would I do? You know, what would I do to make it extra? Not really. I'm already doing a lot. It's a tricky one. She says it makes floss tube a transaction. Yeah. And Michelle says, I just see it as supporting someone who pours into this community. I don't expect anything from return. Yeah. I'm going to go and eat dinner and feed the dog. Okay. See you later, Lizzie. Thank you for being here. You know, like, I'm not going to turn down stuff if someone wants to help me out. That's not a problem, but I'm, you know, not, yeah, you know, it's, yeah, I don't know. It is tricky. If a floss tuber was only doing paid content, then yes. Yeah, I could see that as well. Definitely. Okay, one color left. Woohoo. Okay, so it's 8, of course. Yeah, I don't really know. don't know how I feel about it. Because when I first started, I did look into the different things that I could do. But then I also was like, oh, I'm way far from even any of that happening. You know what I mean? You found it interesting. Yeah. Monetizing and all that stuff. I thought that I'm a long ways off there. So yeah, I kind of, I don't know. But I do, like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm on disability as well. I've been on YouTube for 15 years. Won't monetize my channel because I don't want people to sit through ads. There was the other thing too. And Roxy says you're in no obligation to join their Patreon or memberships. I just find a floss tuber that doesn't. Yeah, I mean there's that too. Like I don't mind ads because I have premium. If someone wants to have ads, go for it. I have premium. I don't care. I'm not watching the ads. I have premium because it irritated the heck out of me to watch ads. But I fixed it. I fixed it on my own. But I don't have ads, and that's okay. I will say that painting fairy, it's not a lot of money, but it should be. It's gonna give me a little bit of extra. I'm not sure how it exactly works, but if someone is enjoying my content and they're also buying stuff they want, then nice, win-win. I'm not gonna complain. So yeah. Barlow Bunny says, I have mixed feelings. For me, floss tubers are showing their work to us because they don't have anyone at home who's interested in looking at their stitching. Yeah, there is that. When they then want to be paid for us to look at their work, then it's a no for me. Okay, yeah. I think, imagine if it was the majority that was paid content, where would that leave floss tube? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And if you're doing tutorials and live streams, and yes, happy to pay. Yeah, see, like when Yogi put membership up, we were all there. Why did that not go down where it was supposed to go down? Sorry. We were all there every day. She was spending her time every day with us, and it was awesome. And when she was like, I'm gonna do membership so that we don't have to have ads, I was like, sure, no problem. And I pay for it every month, and I'm like, I'm good with that. And she was on every single day for hours every day, and I loved it. So yeah, exactly. I have premium as well. Even on unmonetized channels, ads are shown. Yeah, it's crazy the amount of ads. But YouTube's not free if you think about it. There's people who work for YouTube. There is still that kind of stuff that needs to be dealt with. So it kind of makes sense. I don't know. I've been buying premium for a couple years now. I don't care for ads, but I still want to watch YouTube like constantly. So it's pretty much the only thing I watch is YouTube. I can't imagine Alex doesn't have premium, and he watches YouTube and he's constantly watching ads. Poor guy. Barley Bunny says, I have premium, so it doesn't matter to me if ads are shown. Yeah. And like if you don't have premium, then yeah, I don't know. I haven't really even thought about all that stuff yet anyway. But I'm thinking Oh, yeah. My tipping point was as when an ad would show up in the middle of someone stitching, Roxy said. Oh, you know what mine was? When they kept stopping music videos, and I used to watch music videos all day long, and they would stop and do an ad, like, ton. My channel is monetized. Ads are on there regardless, so why not? Ah, yeah. See, that's that. There you go. You know, I don't know if I actually don't even have any idea if you guys get ads from my channel at all. And that was the other thing I thought about as well, is that eventually they're gonna want me to, but we'll see what happens. I take half the ads out that YouTube puts on automatically. Oh, okay. So I don't even know. I don't think I have enough people, subscribers for ads at this point yet. I don't think so. I don't actually even know how that works. This is a big jump of block. I actually didn't think I was going to do it this way. I thought I was just going to be doing like FlossTube updates and once every couple of weeks. And then I was like, oh, let's try to do a live stream. And that was it. I'm doing live streams. I love it. I love you guys. It's awesome. It's a lot less lonely. I kind of pivoted down. Let's see. Well, it does look pretty amazing. Look at that. This is so much neater than the old way. Just no, okay, it's fine. I don't blame you, Ebony. You put a lot of work into your videos. It's asking for membership on top. That's a no for me unless you live stream or add value in another way. Yeah. And I just don't really, like, for me, I don't really see what I would do on top of that, you know? I honestly, I don't think I have the energy to do anything else on top of it. Tutorials, I'll do tutorials no matter what. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to make people pay for them. Let's see. Let me do a stitch here. Let me cut that one out first. I love doing that. Was the other thing. Why I started my channel as well is I was doing tutorials for Facebook, and I thought, well, I might as well put them. And then they were really hard to find after I posted them on Yogi's group. I still can't find some of them. It's kind of weird. And so I thought, well, you know, it would be nice to have them somewhere, able to find them. Okay. I think I'm just going to end this thread. It's not, yeah, I'm going to just end it. There we go. Okay, so Tufty time. Ebony says, I don't want to do membership on my channel. YouTube is not my job. I thought it was interesting to talk about that. I saw someone brought it up. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't, like, I don't have them now, but I used to have a couple of memberships for some true crime channels because they would post videos that were members only, and you know, there was FOMO. But I kind of stopped that after a while. I don't want people to pay for my content at all. Ads are a little different. Yeah, I mean, ads, like I said, I think that we have to accept that because YouTube is not, it's run by people. There are people who have jobs that need to be paid, and we have to we can't expect it to be free. And you either do the ads, watch the ads, or you pay for the premium. I don't mind that. That's fine with me, actually. Okay. So what time is it? Oh, it's 6:30. How long have I been on? 2.5 hours. Oh, we can do a little bit more. That's fine. Yeah, but that is interesting. I think it depends. It really depends on if someone is giving something back in some way to warrant the membership. I kind of was weirded out about like cross stitch companies asking for like Patreon or whatever. Barlow says, sorry, Ebony, I wasn't aiming my comments at you. I'm your number one fan. Aw. I share because I like you said, no one in my real life is interested in my stitching. I love sharing on YouTube. Yeah, that's the reason why I did it. I was like, whoops. You know, like I don't have anybody that's, well, Christina, you know, that will want to look at my stuff. And that's it. And, yeah, there's a knot on that thread. And it's so much fun. I'm having such a ball doing this. Everyone is super cool. I learn a lot from everyone and get to share, get to meet people. It's fun. I'm worried about that. There's a lot of, I'm like, oh man. I'm like really worried. There's so much already here. Oh, what? That's right. I was going to put it over here anyway, though. Okay, hold on a second. Let me pull these out. What? Oh, shoot. My magnet fell off. Where did they go? Okay. I have this, this thing, or I have my snag nugget on it, and I just accidentally pulled it off, and there was 3 magnets, and they are nowhere to be seen. Where did they end up? Oh, maybe they're in there. Oh, that's where they went. Oh, there we go. Okay. No? Yeah. Okay, that's it. And Ebony says, "You're fine, Barlow. I didn't think you were aiming it at me, LOL." Roxy says, "I'm blessed my partner is genuinely interested in this hobby. I spend a lot of time on it. Though he won't learn to stitch himself," I offered. Yeah. You know, that was something that my ex, he was really supportive of my hobbies or my art and whatever. Until he wasn't. Yeah. And then it was like, yeah, it was a little weird. I'm like trying to figure out how I want to do this. Sorry. It's a bit of a mess. I'm thinking, well, let's do it this way. Let me finish doing it how I usually do it. And yeah, he was always really good about it. Wait, that's not right. And now I don't have anybody, so my family are, you know, pretty much, except for my little brother, are all gone. And Alex, he don't care. Alex is Alex. Barlow says, "My partner is uninterested supporter. He's happy. I enjoy it, but glazes over when I tell him anything about it. Yeah. Sunshine says, I appreciate you doing these lives. I rarely leave my home, and it's nice to visit with like-minded people online. Yeah, that's the other thing. I don't go outside. I used to, but I was in an accident last August, and since then, I found myself inside a lot, and I started not really a phobia, but I started like just resisting going outside, unfortunately. So this is my way of getting some social interaction with people, which is nice. Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. Because I didn't really think about how this was gonna go together. I'm wondering. Yeah, I think I'll just continue with it. So when I do this next square, I think I'll do that as one, but I need to get rid of these. So I think I'll continue it how I usually do it. There's only 4 parked. Why is this one not? Oh, it's not marked. Why is this one not marked? That's an old thread. Let's see, that one would be here. Okay. Skeptical about that one. Anyway. Ebony says, same Barlow, I'm like, why aren't you obsessed? Yeah, exactly. Okay. This is one of those like, okay, I need to just get it done. Just do it. I want to mark my stitches. I'm actually kind of in the mood for something else. Leader. Okay, so that was that. Yeah, 520. I may pick up Dragon Pile tonight or later and work on that. I think I'm going to start from the other side and work on some of the other side. I'm always working on one of my hobbies. My family gets worried when I'm not doing anything. Exactly, Heidi. I understand that one. Yeah. Like I've told you guys before about Alex, and when he knew I was mad or angry at something, he would go and grab my knitting. Or sometimes when he was getting into something, he wanted to get away with something, he would go and get my knitting or pull me over to my knitting, so that he could do something sneaky. Like, great. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm worried. Okay, so I'm worried about this meeting here, and actually, Blue Sue had a video explaining how to do it, but I'm stressing out about it, so I'm gonna do some pin stitches and try to try to figure it out. Yeah, this kid, he's brilliant. He is not a dumb kid. He is super, super smart. And he does things because he knows, yeah, he's super smart. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna, let's see. Yeah, I'll leave that one over there. But I will do a stitch here. Sunshine says, I'm blessed with a hubby who supports my 3 hobbies and knows it's my outlet, how I cope in life. Yeah. Yeah. I went out with somebody after I got divorced, right? And because I thought I couldn't be alone. You know, now I know that I'm much happier alone in that way. After going out with two guys afterwards, it was horrible. Yeah, it was never, 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 never again. But this one guy, he was like, we were watching TV, and if I watch TV and I'm not working on something, I will fall asleep. Absolutely, will just fall asleep. And so after the first couple of dates and I was spending time at his place, I started I started bringing, stuff to work on. Like I had my knitting and whatnot. And at that time I was designing, so I was knitting designs. I had to do test knits and stuff. And he said to me one time, he said, "Oh wait, that's not the right place. That's silly." All right, well, wasn't paying attention. Nice. What you doing, Bick Bick? And he was like, "You can't just sit there, can you?" I'm like, "No, can't. Sorry, you'll just have to deal with it." What do you want? You want dinner? Yeah, there's some spaghetti rice on the.
Spaghetti rice.
Yeah, you can go have spaghetti rice on the stove. And I was all like, "Nope, sorry. This is what you get." And he was just content to do nothing. He was a golfer, so and it was the winter time when we were going out, and so he wasn't actually his whole thing was taking walks and watching TV if he wasn't golfing. And I was all like, I was so bored. I couldn't do it. I was like, no, I can't do that. I had to be doing something. So yeah, it didn't last very long. And Michelle says, my husband supports me as well. He also has a time-consuming hobby, woodworking. Ooh, nice. So he totally gets what feeds my soul. There you go. And that's what's really important, I think. So my ex, he liked to programs. Yes, you can have some. That's okay. He liked doing games on the computer, like building games. He and Alex do that still. And he was really into that. Yeah, you do, baby. And he was content with me doing my thing and him doing his thing. And we would talk together and stuff. This is before he decided he was an asshole. Was going to be a total annoying person and not be nice anymore. But yeah, we had no. Is it cold? Did you drink the juice?
Yeah, it's cold. Okay.
Did you drink the juice that was in there?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I did. Okay.
Okay, good. I'm just making sure.
Yes.
Good
Yes,
job.
I did. Yes, I did.
Okay, good.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
Sorry, I had to make sure he
I
was.
just did. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, baby. There's medicine in it. I need to make sure you drank it. Drinked it. Oh my gosh, English. Yes.
Shoot. I'm just going.
Yeah. You're going. Where are you going?
To my living room.
Okay, yeah, you can go to the living room. Good job. So yeah. And it was hard because it was really great, and then it wasn't. But yeah, that's how life is, and that's fine. What kind of woodworking does he do, Michelle? Because that's interesting. I always thought woodworking was cool. I wasn't interested in it, but I was interested in people who did it. If you know what I mean. Like, hey, do you know how to do some woodworking? Yeah, back then. spaghetti rice.
I'm just eating all of it.
Yeah, are you eating all of it? Are you that hungry, Biscuit?
Mm-hmm.
It's he can't. The gluten-free pasta is mainly corn here. So yes, you can have that. That's fine. So we don't give him corn because that's just it's too much. So he can eat rice. So I make like a bolognese sauce with and rice together. It's sort of spaghetti rice, spaghetti sauce with rice, if you know what I mean. I've started since he's been able to eat rice. I've been like really making a lot of stuff with rice lately because I love rice. But I hadn't been eating it for so long because he couldn't eat it. And now that he can eat it, it's like that's all we're eating. Yeah. So spaghetti rice. But he needs to eat with his mouth closed. Because I don't need to hear your food eaten, Biscuit.
Okay, I didn't close it.
Yeah.
My mouth hurts.
Your mouth hurts. What's your mouth hurt for?
I didn't close it,
okay. Heidi said, my ex-husband would complain that I wasn't spending time with him. I was stitching. He was watching TV in the same room. Yeah. Oh. So he builds table out of wood slabs and pours resin over them. They call the river tables. Nice. I was really interested in wood turning because I was, I used to do bob and lace. So, yeah. And my dad always liked to work with wood. So he'd always give us extra pieces of wood to mess around with. So I always thought that I'd want to do that, but no, I didn't. I'm not interested in getting dusty and sawdusty and everything. I'm like, ugh. Okay, so I am all these tufties. Okay, so that's the other thing I have to worry about is when I'm at the end, how to deal with that. But I think that what I will end up doing is my hoop is easy to flip. I'll probably flip my hoop and stick in the back. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, sorry, side note there. Let's see, I'm gonna just pin that. Let's see. But that sounds interesting. I think hobbies are good. I think that people who don't have hobbies, there's something wrong. It was really hard because I never really understood why my aunt didn't do anything. And I always thought, like, how could you just sit there and watch TV? Why aren't you doing anything else? But she had been an artist and arthritis. She got arthritis really bad where she had to quit. And I didn't understand why she... Like me, I couldn't sit there and just watch TV. I had to be doing something. And I couldn't understand that at first when I was younger. But I'm guessing that was the only thing that she really loved doing. And if she couldn't do it, then she wasn't going to do anything. And so she just watched TV. But she did do, she played horseshoes. She was really sporty. So she would do a lot of that stuff until she couldn't anymore. But it kind of confused me as a child. Like my mom never did nothing either. She was always knitting or doing some sort of handiwork. I just realized Alyssa's not here again. I hope she's okay. Hope she's getting some rest. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. takes him weeks and weeks to make a table. We have to wait several days between pours, then sand forever. Yeah. My husband has a very stressful job. The woodworking is his therapy. He also works out in our yard. Okay. Yeah, I hate yard work. I love a nice garden, but don't make me do it. I found that I really
I'm
just...
gonna fart.
No, Alex, don't fart.
Yes, it is.
I don't want to hear you.
Yes, it is. Please.
Go in the bathroom and do it.
No, don't. Okay.
You're...
I understand that.
Oh
Calm
my
down,
God.
please.
Okay, at least it was silent but deadly, I guess. Oh man, this boy.
Me?
Yeah, you. Yes, silly biscuit. At least you didn't hear it. Boys. Gotta love him, right?
What's his name? What's the name?
What's the name
Me.
of you, Alex?
It's my name.
Your name is Alex.
My name is Alex.
Your name is Alex. You're a fart smeller.
Hey, be nice.
I am nice. What? What? You tarlung.
Take a calm.
No, you take a calm.
Du förbannad Billy. Lugn. Det är rolig.
Are du rolig?
Jag pratar om Leif och Billy.
Uh-huh.
Leif är arg på Billy.
Really? What did he do wrong? What did Billy do wrong?
It's not nice.
Nah.
And throw cakes on Leif. On Billy.
That sounds illegal.
It was a food fight.
Food fight?
That's not
Really? Alright.
Is it fun to watch Leif and Billy's food fight?
No, it's illegal, biscuit.
Have a punishment day.
A punishment day? Alright.
Not nice.
Okay. Okay. Whatever you say, biscuit boop. Nej, men du tar lugnt.
Ta lugnt, man. Susan.
Nej, du.
Du är inte Susan Öhman.
Nej. Yeah, exactly. That's my name. Don't wear it out.
You're not Öhman.
Nej.
Högren.
Right.
Inte Öhman.
It's funny. He's just starting to speak more Swedish around the house. It's kind of funny.
I just ate cookies up at Fritis at home.
Yeah, you did. You eat all the cookies. Yeah, Cookie Monster.
Who's that? Me?
You, yeah. Sorry. He's not playing on his computer. He wants attention.
Billy and Leif.
Okay.
I'm gonna box out.
Nikki says I took ads off when I was monetized. Oh, nice. I don't even know. Do you guys get ads? I have no idea. Okay, there's that. 939. I thought I had that one already done. I don't know. Okay, 939. I know I was trying to do something on Discord.
Your music playing?
Yes, my music's playing Bic.
I promise.
When I was trying to do a watch party, I was trying it out, testing it out, and I kept trying to play a Blue Suit video. I was just testing it out, right? And on Discord, they don't recognize that you have premium. And the same ad played like 5 times while I was trying to mess with it until I got irritated and turned it off. I was like, that's it. I can't do that. No, no, no ads. And it was like an ad for something that's not even local. It was in Stockholm or something, and not anything that I could even, was even interesting for me. It was weird. Anyway. Okay, they're yelling outside. What are they yelling about? Oops. Okay. So I don't need to log off or anything. So I think I'll work on finishing this little block, and then we'll deal with this next Saturday. Oops. Because, yeah, I don't feel like dealing with it. So, tomorrow, what should we do? We should put the tufty in here somewhere. Seriously. That's gonna go, okay, it's right here. This is what Blue Sue does. She like makes a path.
Drink your juice up.
Yeah, good job. Ads bring in a small amount of money. It goes back into what I show on my channel. Yeah. Well, I've been really surprised. I don't know exactly how it works, but it shows that I am making some money off painting fairy. But I'm not sure how exactly they pay out and all that. So I'm not like getting my hopes up. But what we do every day, take over the world. Sorry, I couldn't resist. what we do every day. Yeah. Good one, sunshine. I've been spinning the wheel, but then I don't know. I've been like more called to work on certain things instead lately. Like I just, yeah. I think some things need to go in hibernation for a little bit. I think I'm kind of not really into them. And maybe if they're in hibernation for a little bit, then when they come back out, I'll feel more willing to work on them. And that would be the 3 of the Stitches So Beautiful out of the 4, which I can't believe I have 3 Stitches So Beautiful. I was not ready for that. But like, I love The Beautiful Place, and I love the artwork of the other ones, but I'm just not feeling it lately, working on them. So, I don't know. I may go through my whip pile and say, yeah, I don't feel like that. I don't know. I think that's like, and like I love my Studio Ghibli stuff, but then I'm not really like, don't really need to work on them right now, kind of thing. That's too short. Never mind, I'm gonna cut that off. Yeah, so I'm just thinking about things like that, and I think that has a lot to do with having maybe too many projects. 8-7. Maybe I should do a list. Well, I have a list, just haven't really decided on it. The heck? Alex just made some weird noises. Sounded like he was trying to push one out. Are you pushing your buttons?
Huh?
Are you pushing buttons?
Whose buttons?
Mine.
You.
Yeah. You're pushing my buttons, Biscuit. Nikki says, I think that's why I watch lives too. No ads. Ads make me rage, but have premiums now. So now I watch FlossTube again. Some have ads every 5 minutes. It's weird not waiting to skip. Oh, yeah. I seriously got rid of ads a long time ago because they were so irritating. But it was before I was watching FlossTube. I was mostly listening to music, and they were coming up every, in the middle of a song, and they're doing that just because they want you. They want to irritate you so you will, get premium. But at that point, premium was like really cheap. It was only like $5. Now it's a lot more expensive, but I wouldn't go back. I'm having a little bit of a tufty problem here. Need extra hands. I didn't really want to do pin stitches, but there's a lot of confetti in here, and I'm running out of I'm running out of places to end it. So yeah, I'm gonna just do it. I used to love Pinterest, but now all the pop-ups drive me crazy. Yeah, I don't go to Pinterest anymore either. Most of the time I spend on Twitch. I watch gaming and crafting. I used to watch Twitch a lot, but it was like, yeah, I wasn't sure how I liked some things, and yeah. When Twitch started, there was really I was trying to find all sorts of stuff, and I found some stuff, but then I didn't really like some of the content, and I was like, so I stopped watching. Oh, shoot. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to hit the camera like that. My hand caught it. It's super windy again. Oh, that's not the right. No, it is the right place. I was like, that's not the right place. Oh my gosh, but it was. Oh, let's see. Okay, yeah, I can go over there.
He's shrieky. Bagpipe scare. Bagpipe breaker.
Some of these threads are super long too. Yeah. Bucket. Oh, wait, Bucket didn't want to go. Okay, Bucket. There we go. 701. Other side.
This is the last side.
14 stitches. Nice. How do you guys feel about the charting companies having Patreons?
Oh man, this is great. Bagpipe uncle.
Biscuit.
Bagpipe scarer.
Okay, relax a little bit, okay?
Sorry.
Yeah, you're okay. I actually took mid-roll ads off, but I'm not monetized anymore. So YouTube's put ads in wherever. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't want them to do it in the middle. I think that would be disruptive. But I don't have it. I'm not monetized at all, so no problem there. I don't even know what I have to do to be monetized. And I do know it's not really much. I don't think it's much. Is it very much? Do you get anything, Nikki? I know I was watching somebody recently, and they were saying that I can't remember who it was, but somebody was saying that, you know, they were stay-at-home mom and they wanted to monetize. I was like, yeah, go for it. As long as I don't have to do it. I don't have to pay for it. I think I'll do. Is that on top? That's underneath. Okay, I think I'll do this stitch. What are patrons? Always wondered. It's like a place where you can monetize. You know, it's like membership only, but it's off. It's off YouTube. So you pay something. You pay something and you get something in return. Some places, as I said, I watch a lot of true crime, and there's one that she has a Patreon, and she doesn't ask for any money, but that's where she puts like all her research. So you can actually go in and download the research for free if you're on her Patreon. But some also do like member only videos. I think you get more money from Patreon than you would if you were on YouTube. But supposedly some charting companies, well, 𝐻𝐸 does it, and she releases Patreon only stuff that, yeah. But then you can't see it unless you're a member and you pay for it. So yeah, I don't pay for it, so I don't see them. I don't see what it is. So I'm like, I can't see it. I'm not gonna opt in, kind of thing. Let's see, this one here. But I have joined people's Patreon, but I've not paid for any of them. Like, oh, another one that I had considered, but I just never did, was Lore Lodge. It's a true crime channel on YouTube, and for like $1, you get access to like a lot of his research. So you know, if you're interested in reading up about where he got his information, then it's there. But I don't do it, so I don't need it. I don't need it. And that's usually how it is. But there was some there was some other things. I was trying to remember. I know Son of a Stitch, he had a patron. I'm not in any Patreon membership or memberships. Yeah, I don't. Well, I am a member of Yogi's channel. That's about it now. But as I said, I was in on a bunch of true crime stuff, but that was FOMO because they would post they would post membership only stuff, and I didn't want to miss out. Let me drink a little bit of water. I didn't want to miss that members only content. Yeah. Usually it was not really anything. So I was like, no, I can't do this anymore. This is silly. Because then when you get the membership only, it was kind of like, Nikki says, I only have Yogis. Has she out anything recently? No, she hasn't done any membership only stuff in quite a while. But she's been really busy, so I understand. So, but she said it's to keep the ads, from getting ads. And I don't know how much, how much ads you get on something like that. I have no idea how that works, so. Hi, Needle in the Dutch. Is it Monica, if I remember right? Welcome in. I'm trying to remember your name. If it was Monica or something like that. Yeah, refresh my mind. But welcome. I'm going to finish this block and then I'm going to go offline. Excuse me, I'm having a little horse bit. I feel like this is going pretty well. Monique. Yeah, I was thinking Monica or Monique. I actually thought Monique. I thought, no, that's not right. Yeah. Okay, welcome in. I did remember. See, in the back of my head, I was like Monique, but I was like, no, that's not right. Somebody else is Monique. Yeah. Should have went with my gut, huh? You have a very good mind. I don't remember why. I mean, I've seen you on Yogi's channel too, and I think that's why I remember. I've seen you a few times, so yeah. I usually remember sometimes.
The cat doesn't want it. Ooh, little kitten. It's scary.
Alex is saying stuff in the background, guys. Yeah, see, I think this looks much better than this one over here does. So I think this is a good thing. I'm just kind of not sure about that there in the middle. But I'll figure it out. All right. Let's see. Where am I? Oh, yeah. There's one more there. Nikki says, when I had it, I was close to 100. That's when they pay out, but I didn't make videos for over 6 months. I guess I lost it. 100 what? 100 videos or subscribers? I didn't understand. I'm almost at 500, guys. You guys are awesome. I want to give... I think I want to do a giveaway when I reach 500. I think I'll do a chart giveaway or something. I was thinking about that. I'm at like 470, I think. So maybe I'll do it as a chart of your choice within reason. When I got it, I was 100K sub. And so mini watch hours. Yeah. Yeah. I probably have the watch hours. I don't have the subs though. But you know, like I'm not doing anything during the day usually anyway. So yeah. Don't forget Monday I'll probably be later. And I'm guessing Yogi's still not streaming on Monday. So we'll do an after dinner stream, I think, instead. So that I can Alex has his assistant and then I'll make dinner and then stream. I think that's what we'll do. That's the thought. Anyway. Did that one? Okay. This thread's not very long, so I'm going to just end it. Whoops. Okay. 700. Oh, it's on the other side. So let's see. Like, should we do a laid back stamp stitch tomorrow, or I don't know. Like, what do I feel like? Question for the portal stitchers: is the chart worth the money, or is it hyped up too much? It's huge, but it wasn't for me. You know, I wasn't really interested in it. I know there's some people who do have it. Nikki, Britt, I want to say is Sanla and Marlene. Do you guys have that? I don't remember. Who else has it? Yeah, DM Nikki. There you go. Heidi. I've seen it. Actually, I have it. But it wasn't for me. I wasn't interested in it. So I think there was some interesting elements, but for me, I wasn't. It wasn't interesting for me. So yeah. But Nikki can tell you more about it. I know Britt really likes it. She's been almost monogamous on it. I haven't seen Britt in a few days. Hope she's okay. I just realized that. Has anybody seen Britt lately? Maybe she went on vacation and I just don't know. It's summer, you know? I have no idea what he's saying.
Hey, mommy, Is it fun?
I don't know. What are you singing, Bick Bick?
Singing �K𝐈𝐓𝐾𝐈𝐓𝐶.
Which song is that?
Tusen bitar.
Aha.
Av �K𝐈𝐓𝐾𝐈𝐓𝐶 and Torsten Flink.
Okay. Tusen bitar.
Torsten Flink och �K𝐈𝐓𝐾𝐈𝐓.
Okay. Nice.
It's his favorite song.
It's his favorite song.
I
Okay.
like that song.
You like it,
Torsten
okay.
Flink's theme song.
He's singing some old song, Swedish music.
Svenska.
Yeah, it's Swedish. You're right.
Kan vara svårt.
You didn't get that from me.
Kan du sing it?
Joking. Well, no, not joking. He didn't get it from me. I think. So his uncle's name was Christer Quagan. And I think that one of his teachers thought that he was talking about this Swedish singer, and they introduced him to this music, which is, yeah, it's interesting. I mean, it's just, it's, I don't even know how old it is, but it's like dance band. It's not the kind of music that anybody I know listens to. Though I am listening to lo-fi. I love lo-fi though. Lo-fi is so nice for just relaxing. Wait, sorry. Yawning. Let me mark off some stitches before I lose my place. Did I do that one? Yes, I did. I didn't do that one. Okay, we're good. And that was not good. Actually, I'm going to go over here and do this and then go back. I need to use the ballpoint needle. I'm having a hard time getting in the corners. $100. Oh, okay. $100. Okay. I thought you meant 100 subs. I was like, what? Okay. Yeah, I think that having the painted fairy code is probably better. Takes less trouble anyway. There's that fuzz there. So yeah, buy stuff from Painting Fairy. No, I'm just kidding. Only if you want to, guys, only if you want to. Let's see, it's here. Let's do this. Are you swashbuckling again, Nikki? Oh, wait. I missed the stitch. Arr. One more color. Look at that. That's pretty good. I did 3 blocks. Or diagonals or whatever. Ask Painting Fairy to donate a giveaway item. It's great advertising for them. That I get So, I haven't really talked about it so much, but if you guys use the affiliate link and you buy something, I get some money for it. So it's like really awesome if you guys buy stuff. Like, I'm super stoked if you do. I haven't gotten paid out for it yet, but it's nice. And they do send me coupons. They send me coupon codes so that I can get things for less. This is how I pretty much paid for shipping for my kids. That's it. I only had to pay for shipping. So yeah, it's they give stuff away pretty much all the time. So it's pretty nice. I don't want to go just to stamped kits. So that's, not going to really happen with me. Because I like them. It's kind of fun, but I don't necessarily want to just do that. So, yeah. But I love their floss. They've got great tools and stuff. So, yeah. It's pretty nice. The last one they sent me was for, I think it was $70 off on a custom print. And I was like, wow, that's nice. But I was like thinking, would I want to use that? But I really wasn't that interested. So, yeah. That mermaid came up half off. And I was like, I was tempted, but yeah. The problem is I don't have any money, so I don't really have any money. But they do give good incentives to get things from them and show their stuff. So yeah. Let's see. If I put this here, it should be good. And originally I got the kits. I was like, I love their floss. And I was like, I'll try it. And I was really surprised how much I really did enjoy working on it. So, yeah, I'm good with it. They're kind of fun to just work on. Oh, but as a giveaway thing. Oh, that's actually an interesting idea. I'll check into that. That might be something. I was actually considering contacting Dream Stitch too. I know that certain people have had coupon codes from them. And I love shopping from him, so kind of think it would be nice. So we'll see. It's a little bit tight in here. Ooh, I'm getting hungry. It's that time of the night. It's 7:30. Man. Yeah, no wonder I'm hungry. Well, duh, right? So you guys getting some stitching in. How's it going? Arr. Nikki, a girl after my own heart. Except for when you're working on 46 count. I can't even imagine. Can't see anything. It's a little bit thick, but it looks pretty smooth. I think it's still okay. So, does anybody have like a favorite that I'm stitching that you guys want me to work on? I'm like thinking about it. Lately spinning, like I said, lately spinning the wheel seems like things are coming up that no one's really interested in. And definitely don't give up. Don't give up what? Wait a minute. What am I giving up? Monique says, I'm stitching a rooster and it's nearly time. It's About Time by Shoppe Marchetti. I have his legs done. Aw, nice. Let's see. I'm going to go down and look on these. Who's giving up what? Definitely don't give up. Don't give up what? Wait, did I miss something? Am I... I'm like, sorry about shaking. It's really thick, but it looks good. Like it's thick, but it looks good. I'm gonna look at the back and see how the back looks. Let's see. Oh, he yawned and that made me yawn. Don't you hate that? Biscuit.
Huh?
Little biscuit eater.
Hey.
Hey.
Nice.
I am nice. I called you a biscuit eater. Okay, so I have one more stitch in this block that I want to do. I want to do it the different way. Wait, what are we giving up, Sanla? I'm confused a little bit. Oh, there's one up there too. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna not worry about that stitch over there.
Oh my god, life is so dead. Oh my god.
Okay, look at that. Did all but one stitch in this block.
Oi, Mr. Rusty's.
But I'm gonna do this. There we go. Bucket. Excuse me. Why is that not wanting to go out?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
There we go.
Huh?
And last block is this one here. And I'm going to do it when I do it. I'm not going to do it today. What's wrong?
That from Cars 3, from Cars 1. That's Cars 1.
Like that. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. Oh, I can cut tufties. Oh, that looks really good, though. Yeah. I'm pretty pleased with that. So let me trim some tufties off while we chat and finish up. Sorry, my voice is all of a sudden deciding to be funky.
I want you to go animate cars.
Okay, Biscuit. I want to turn it over and see how the back looks. Oh, what a mess it is.
Miles extra on shocked, and that's Finn McMissile's got a fire extinguisher, and Finn McMissile's angry, and finding cars, and or to watch the McQueen's crash for Cars 3. It's so funny.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not nice.
Okay.
Hurt. Really dangerous.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yes, eating money.
Okay.
Not eating money.
No.
Because eating
That's
money
illegal.
is not dinner.
No.
It is gross.
Yeah.
It
Dirty.
Money's to buy things and items and toys. Because
And toys? No. You can't buy toys with money.
money's to it's a money to buy the items only,
Okay.
but not eating money.
No.
You
You
understand?
can't eat money.
The answer.
Yeah. You can't eat money. You're right.
Correct.
Correct. This boy, he's smart. I have like one parked thread, like right there. There was a lot here. Oops. These tweezers aren't very good. I mean, they work fine. Don't pluck a hair on your chin with them, though. If you know what I mean. Well, y'all know what I mean. I know you know what I mean. Okay. Last bit. Oops, sorry. Okay. Look at that.
Ooh, no.
Nice. There's a bit over there. Those were old tufties. Okay, and that one I have to leave for later. So I did about like here. I did this part here over to here. So not bad. I didn't miss any stitches. Oh, we have to look at the back real quick because I feel like doing it this way, the reason is it to make it look nice and flat. And so let's see if I can do this without knocking stuff over. So that's what it looks like. It still looks like a hot mess. Oh man, I tried. I really tried, but yeah, it is what it is. But like, look at that compared to that. Okay. Well, that wasn't a very good. That wasn't very good. Sorry. Definitely thought it was going to be better than that. Excuse it. Oh well, it's fine. So yeah, and let's see how many stitches I got. 297. Not bad. It was a lot of confetti, and that was almost 4 hours. Well, that's not too bad. That was almost 300 stitches in almost 4 hours. Not too bad. Not great. Like these ones were really fast, but then this was a little harder. But see that, I think that looks really good. I'm excited. Anyway, so hope you guys had some good stitching in, and yeah. So tomorrow, I don't know what I'm gonna work on. You guys give me some ideas. Yeah, I don't know. I could spin the wheel. I don't know. I don't feel like spinning the wheel. I want to work on something fun. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. And I keep saying I don't know, so I don't know. I gotta go eat. Okay, so I'm gonna go, and I'll see you guys later at Yogi's, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. So I love you all. You guys are the best, and I will see you all later. And thank you for watching. Bye for now. Sunset. Oh, you mean my printed kit, Sunset. Yeah, I love that one. Ooh, yeah. Do you guys want me to do a casual printed kit Sunday? That would be fun, actually. We could do that. Well, let me know on Discord, and I will love you and leave you. Haha. Bye. See you later. Bye for now. Okay.